We're going wild out west. On Digger.
Oh, I see the round. Woo!
We're headed to Helena, Montana, where a mining boom produced unbelievable wealth in the late 1800s. Our mission? To hunt for riches at a place that reeks of old money. The historic Broadwater Hotel. They called the Broadwater the Titanic of the West because it was a symbol of wealth and power from the height of the mining boom that eventually went bust. But someone had to safeguard this booming new territory, and that was the U.S. cavalry. So first, we're making a stop outside Helena to search for a lost camp of the world-famous buffalo soldiers. We're out here in the middle of this arid, desert-like land, and local folklore says that there's an oasis out here somewhere where the U.S. cavalry camped. The buffalo soldiers were African-American cavalry and infantrymen who served out west. They came to Montana in 1888 to protect the settlers.
Whew, we're almost there.
So we hike all the way down to the bottom, and we get to these flat spots where we think the cavalry might have set up camp. And we just start right in the center of these really obvious spots.
Oh, that sounds good. This is electrifying. We're hoping to find buttons, bullets, money, maybe some belt buckles, anything directly related to the cavalry so that we can pinpoint where they were. All right, baby. I take my pinpointer, stick it in the hole, starts to buzz. Reach in there, and check that out. It's like a really super old bullet. I will guarantee you this is 1800s right here. I think we may be zeroing in on where the camp was. Bullet in the pock.
So I get the slam and hit just outside of the main campsite. And it's like a textbook quarter hit. And I thought, this is way too good to be true. Oh, God, that's so sweet. If this is what I think it is, I'm going to flip out, baby. There's going to be no containment for ringing. I dig down, and I cannot believe what I'm looking at. Oh, KG, I got roundness. It's big.
Is that something good?
It's exactly what I thought it was. I'm freaking out at this point. I can't believe it. I think I got a seeded 1800 quarter. I've only found 2 in my whole life, and I'm thinking this is it. This is my moment, my time to shine. Oh, crap. It's good. It's a silver coin, but it's a new one. It is silver, and it's beautiful, but it's a 1952. God, my heart was racing. I thought this was it. Normally, I'm super excited about any silver coin, but knowing where I was, I wanted it all. I wanted the Holy Grail. I wanted the old seeded quarter, and I didn't get it.
There's gonna be old coins here. There's gotta be.
Yep, there has to be. At some point, we're gonna run into something.
There's some stuff here. We just gotta work harder.
This is still a reward, you know, silver. You can't deny that it's silver.
What is the date on it?
52.
Oh, yeah, that's 52. I'd put it back in the hole.
Thanks for raining on my parade. I'm a little bit let down, but I'm standing there and I swing my coil over the hole again, just like you should always do. Maybe there's something else in here. Hey, there is another coin right here.
Yeah?
I'm totally serious. I'm getting a slam and hit. Listen to that.
Oh, there's another coin.
Another coin right there. I gave you this tip yesterday. I'll give it to you today. When you dig a hole, run your coil over it again because there might be more silver in it.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's a penny. Penny.
Weedy. 1946. You know what? There's more out here. I'm going to keep going. I know there's old stuff here.
Watch for snakes.
Snakes all over out here.
We want to find artifacts from the Buffalo Soldiers and prove that the lost camp was right here. Thinking it might be up here, Ringy. Ringy and I are bushwhacking. We're climbing over rocks, up mountains. Woo! Finally, we get on top of this mountain and we look down. There it is. I think we found the spot.
I do too. Look, right there's the water source.
This has got to be the oasis they're talking about. If I was going to camp, this is where I'd camp. It sure wouldn't be out in the desert.
No, there's nothing out there for you except death. What we're listening for is that clean, high-pitched signal.
That's the sound of juice in the hole.
Over the years, KG and I have learned to separate trash from treasure. Iron sounds like this. It's really horrible sound, low. Sounds like a monster coming at you, and you don't like that anyway. And then, you know, you get something like a nickel, and you get that nice medium tone, and you can find some awesome stuff like that. But you know what? When you hear that that super high silver sound, it makes you think of beautiful women lounging on the beach in bikinis. God, that's so sweet. It sounds so sweet. When I'm not there for more than 90 seconds, I get a really faint hit. The main sound is that ugly iron growl, but there's a high-pitched tone mixed in that sounds great. Oh, look at that right there. Looks like a button. Very cool find. This is totally consistent with the military camp we're looking for. And this is like a underwear or trouser button from the 1870s.
So I'm kind of working this area a little outside of where we've been working. And I get a super teeny tiny faint hit, but it's consistent, and all that's telling me is it's something deep. And the deeper, usually, the older, right?
It's a big 10-4 KG.
Okay. Oh, here it is. Oh, right there. Oh, I got a coin. Oh, I got a great coin. I got a good coin. Woo! Yes! Yes! Yeah!
What the
I got an awesome coin. I got an awesome freaking coin.
Let me see it.
I pull out a super old shield nickel from the 1800s, and I just flip out. Because I know shield nickel means old, and that's what we're after.
Cavalrymen were paid in silver coins and notes, so finding the shield nickel was another sign that the Buffalo Soldiers camp could be right under our feet.
Oh, there's another coin in there, I'm telling you. Bam! I got another hit in the same hole. From what I'm holding in my hand, I know I got more juice in the hole. Oh my God! No way!
I can't believe it!
I got 2 coins!
Oh, did you see it?
Ah! Oh my God!
Yes! Oh, I can't believe it. You got seated quarter?
Oh yeah!
Is it?
It's a seated quarter. I can't believe it. I got an 1853 seated Liberty quarter in my hands. It's really rare because after 1853, they changed the design of the quarter.
You don't find a seated quarter in the middle of the Montana hills for nothing. I'll bet you anything this one came from a cavalry officer's satchel. See if there's more.
I stick the pinpointer in there, and it's still buzzing. God, yeah! And another shield nickel. I pull out another 1869 shield nickel. I got 3 of the greatest coins I've ever found in one hole.
Oh, baby! So, baby. I can't believe you did that.
And I'm just freaking out. There is the happiest I've ever been finding something right there.
So we found the place where we think the Buffalo Soldiers camp, and we pulled tons of juice out of the ground. Next, we're headed to the heart of the territory that the cavalry was protecting.